is your First Alert 5 weather with Alex O'Brien.
And welcome back, everybody. Outside right now, it's beautiful so far in Colorado Springs. We did wake up with some clouds. Those have moved along, and we're at 78 degrees now. South winds at the surface here at 16 miles per hour. Southerly winds in Pueblo as well at 7 miles per hour, and it's 82 degrees, a little bit ahead of the Springs today. And those temperatures, of course, will continue to climb. As far as the pollen count goes, we have the latest update here. Weeds and mold are at moderate levels, trees and grass low. So here's our forecast highs today. Colorado Springs about 85. That is 8 degrees above our normal of 77. And then Pueblo, you'll reach a high of 92 today. That's 8 degrees above our normal high of 84. So we're continuing with this warm weather trend here, at least for the next 48 hours. And then we'll see the relief. I will time out that cold front here in just a moment. But let's start with those storm chances today. Overall, we have a southwest wind coming in from the jet stream. You saw those showers on the western slope here at the beginning of the show. That mostly will be upslope wind onto the western and central mountains of Colorado. By the time they get over the Continental Divide and start going down in elevation into the I-25 corridor, that decrease in altitude will dry out those storms. So we're not expecting a lot of activity for most of us. But better moisture into the plains could lead to a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's mostly for Lamar through Springfield later today. Severe weather threat is low, but we could see some small hail, gusty winds at times. These will move off into Kansas by tonight. And generally, we're going to stay rain-free in the high country, but maybe Fremont and Teller County, you could see a stray storm this evening. As far as high temperatures go today, 80s and 90s on the board for the lower elevations, 70s into the mountains. Tonight, dropping to the 50s and 60s, actually quite mild for this time of year, but some changes are coming. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is still looking very similar to this afternoon. Not a lot of change in the temperatures yet, but we're watching a gusty cold front arriving. Notice this is Wednesday at 6:30. We start to see these winds turn out of a more northerly direction. As this front approaches, it will bring wind gusts up to 20 to 35 miles per hour as it does so overnight. And then it just keeps us cooler by Thursday. Not likely, though, to bring us precipitation. There's that temperature drop from 85 today, 84 tomorrow, 76. Cooler on Thursday. And Friday is also going to trend near average for us. But then we get that warm weather coming back for the weekend, back to the mid to upper 80s in Colorado Springs. Pueblo, he'll be in the low 90s both today and tomorrow. Do expect a couple of breezy afternoons. Then we're back to the 80s, hallelujah, by Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, that does not last long. We'll be back to the 90s by this weekend. In Canyon City, mid to upper 80s. Through Wednesday, a slight cool down from our front to the low 80s Thursday, but then we're back to the 90s over the weekend. Very limited rain potential for everybody's forecast. And we'll cool off to the upper 60s with this front for Woodland Park by Thursday, 70s again for the weekend.